Hello, happy 4th of July. My name is Carrie with Cookbook Divas, and I'm going to talk a little loud because I'm not sure about the echo in this house with high ceilings. So if I sound like I'm shouting at you, I am. So we are broadcasting live to Amazon Live. This is a shopping show. We are celebrating 4th of July. Oops, and I don't have a banner set up. Oh, here it is. Let me fix it. We are Cookbook Divas. Today I'm going to make cornbread, but not from scratch because I don't have time. I'm going to make it from a Stonewall kitchen mix, and then I'm going to show you how I make a pasta salad, a cold pasta salad to share with family that I'm taking to our 4th of July celebrations today. So we are on Amazon Live and YouTube and Facebook. Yay! So be sure to click the follow button if you'd like to see more of our streams. We hardly ever do cooking streams, but we talk about books, especially cookbooks. We celebrate holidays. We play a lot of trivia games, and we will be playing America trivia. How well do you know America? While we wait for the cornbread muffins to bake. I will be baking muffins in this. I'm going to show you what they look like. Just an easy box mix because I didn't really feel like measuring a bunch of flours. And then I will be making a Star Spangled Banner Southwest pasta salad. I would have liked to have made it the night before to give the flavors time to kind of meld in the refrigerator overnight, but last night all I wanted to do was sit on the porch, drink wine, and read a book, so I was lazy. No problem. Sorry about that. Let me make sure I can see your comments. I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from, and what are your plans to celebrate for 4th of July? Now, I have a second camera over here, so you'll be able to see what I'm doing in the bowl. And I have a messy kitchen counter because I have everything ready, because I remember what my grandmother taught me. Get everything set first. Read through the recipe thoroughly before you get cooking or baking. Preheat the oven long before you want to bake anything. And then clean as you go so you don't totally destroy your kitchen. All right, we got somebody joining us on Amazon Live. I'm going to start off the conversation. Happy 4th of July! Yay! Where are you watching from? Now, I hear that I have a very special young lady watching, but I want to make sure she's here before I greet her. So let's hang on for a minute. So my name is Carrie. For those of you just joining us, we're going to make a Southwest cold pasta salad today, vegetarian, and we're going to taste some 4th of July candy. I wonder if I can swing my camera around without you guys getting seasick. I want to show you this cute bowl that I have my red, white, and blue M&Ms in. It's a bowl by Swiss, and I don't want to make you dizzy, but here it comes. There it is. Look how delicious that is. I have three different kinds of M&Ms in there. These are the mini M&Ms, red, white, and blue. And then these bigger ones are, let me just scooch it over. Those are peanut butter M&Ms. Not everybody likes those. So I really like that serving tray because you can take the dishes out individually. And then there's a white porcelain bowl under it. It is oven safe and dishwasher safe, but it can chip. So I usually just wash it by hand. Okay, today we are going to make, sorry if I'm making you dizzy, this is Stars and Stripes pasta. And one of my favorite things is it only takes 5 to 7 minutes to boil. Now I use my Calphalon stock pot, and I'll bring it over to show you in a second. I have made pasta several times a week for many, many years, and I used to fall for those, old wives' tales that you need to put oil in it, you need to do this and that. No, but you do need to make it, says all of my Italian cooking class instructors, salty as the sea. That way you're flavoring your pasta. So this is my Calphalon pasta pan. And you don't have to use as much water as you would think. I always feel like I have to fill it up to here for a pound of pasta. Nah, that's fine. And be sure to stir, 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 especially right after you dump it in so it doesn't stick. Now, I see 7 people on Amazon Live. Who's going to be the first to type in the comments and let me know where you're watching from? Yay! Wanted to show you these hot pads that we're going to use to take the cornbread muffins out of the oven. They are retro atomic style. They kind of go with my decor here. And while the muffins bake, we'll be chatting about some of the candles that I'm burning in the house right now to make it smell beachy, even though it's a lake house and it's not really on the water, but it's near a lake. I can see a lake, yay! I can smell the lake. Now, my kitchen, the stove is over there, so I'm gonna have to turn my back on you a few times. Rudely, sorry. Okay, let's get out our, first of all, while we're waiting for it to bake, we're gonna play some trivia. I don't have any points set up for the winner, so it's just for fun. Let's get this. So what I like about the Stars and Stripes pasta is that it has stars and bells and flags, and they colored it with vegetable coloring. It's red, but if you dump a bunch of dressing all over it, it's not really going to show the colors. So I usually use Olive Garden or any type of Italian dressing for my pasta salad, but today I thought, you know what, since this is already kind of red and beige, I'm going to kick it up a notch and do Southwestern Chipotle Ranch pasta salad. And you don't really need a recipe. Pasta salad is really forgiving and you can kind of wing it. And I kind of have to wing it based on what I had at this vacation house when I got here. And one quick trip to the store to get some fresh ingredients like tomatoes. I didn't get basil because I don't feel like basil and Chipotle salad dressing goes well together. I should have picked up some cilantro, but not everyone likes cilantro. And when I'm making this pasta salad spicy, with spicy dressing, I'm limiting the people at my family gathering who are going to want to eat it. Like kids are probably right out there. So that was a choice I made. Might regret it. All right. Getting out my retro batter bowl. Let's see if I can find it in the carousel and add it for you. It is gigantic. It's actually overkill for what I'm doing today. Trying to find it so you can check it out. There it is, Mainstays. We're going to put it down here. And I've already gathered the ingredients for my Stonewall Kitchen cornbread mix. I got my milk. I got out my egg, which I'm going to crack separately into this cute blue ramekin, blue for 4th of July. Why do I crack the egg separately? In case I throw it on top of the cornbread mix and find out that the egg has blood in it or it's rotten or smells bad or whatever. I'll always crack it first into another container. Then I have a little cutting board that I will use later to cut up the tomatoes for the pasta salad. I'm using my USA pan. I'll hold it up here for the cornbread. And right before I start stirring, I'm going to spray it with Pam Baking Perfect Release Spray. Now I'm consciously using and making muffins today instead of traditional round cornbread cut into wedges or squares, etc. For one thing, I don't have a square cornbread pan in this house yet. Whoops! Gonna have to go shopping on Amazon. Maybe on Prime Day, July 12 and 13, there'll be deals. So I'm gonna make cornbread muffins, but this way, if some guests don't take a muffin today, we can serve them for breakfast tomorrow. And that way, the muffin hasn't been cut into and doesn't get dry. You know how when you cut into cornbread and leave it overnight with a little saran over it? It can dry out on some of the edges, so this way the edges will be intact. That's my plan. So let's get spraying. This is only my 3rd kitchen live stream, so bear with me if I'm a little discombobulated. And I didn't really change the graphic thumbnail for this. It said, let's taste candy. We are going to be tasting at some point today Firework Oreos because they have Pop Rocks in them. It's super fun. So I'm giving just a little bit of spray to each cavity. I don't really want to be eating much of this stuff, but I also don't want my cornbread sticking. So I have the oven already preheated, but I'm not sure I did it high enough. Oh, this says 400. Whoops. Okay. Excuse me, 400. I'm looking in my carousel for this Stonewall Kitchen mix, which had better be in here. Yes. I love keeping this in my pantry at this vacation house because I might arrive and not have time to go to the store. So as long as you have oil in the mix, you do need an egg though, and you do need milk. So I popped into the store really quick. I was like, oh shoot, I was hoping it was one of those mixes that only needs oil. Nope. Okay. Oven has to go up to 400. Whoops. That's okay. That'll give us time to stir and mix. And I'd love to hear where you're watching from. And is my headband sparkling still? Yes, the batteries have not worn out. Okay, it is a light up one. Okay, my grandmother would say, always read the directions before you start. Grease a pan with butter or coat with nonstick spray. Empty the mix into a medium-sized bowl. Well, I'm going to disobey and put it in a giant bowl. Add oil, egg, and milk. Stir with a spoon just to combine. Don't overmix it or your cornbread's going to be kind of chewy. Don't. Spoon. Okay. Got a big spoon. Okay then. Here we go. Now, in years past, I have added a little can of diced chiles, green chiles, to my cornbread, but that does turn it kind of greenish, and it makes it so kids go, ew, what's that? So this year I'm not going to do it, but if I knew I had people coming that appreciate chiles and want spicier, I would definitely do it. Or I'd make 2 batches. And I need scissors to open this. I should have had those close by. Okay. My handy dandy kitchen shears. I kind of look like a maniac with this headdress and these glasses on waving scissors around, don't I? Kind of like that. All right. In goes the mix. This is going to have to bake for 28 minutes, which is fine. That will give me time to do my pasta salad. Good. All right. Here comes the milk. I have a sunny kitchen theme going on, so I chose a yellow mixing cup. You would not believe, though, it looks dark on my camera right now. You wouldn't believe how many lights I have in my face. The overhead lights right here, light there, ring light, etc. For those of you that are curious, the camera I'm using for this one is my Logitech Brio 4K. I had to get a more powerful laptop and desktop to run the Logitech Brio 4K. I did have the Logitech C920, which doesn't handle light very well, so I got rid of it. And then over here is my second camera. Okay, oil. I'm going to kind of eyeball this because I don't want to dirty another measuring cup. So you just need 1/3 of a cup. So I do have a 1/3 cup measuring cup, but I don't want to clean it. So I'm just going to put it in the one I used for milk and kind of guesstimate it based on years of baking for mixes. Good enough. Here goes the oil. Now I'm going to put a drop of dish soap in this to help start breaking up the oil. So when I go wash dishes later, it'll make my life easier. So are you guys watching fireworks today? Are you lighting them off? Are you going over to family's house? Are you the one hosting? Are you shopping on Amazon today? What's going on? Okay, I have my egg in my ramekin. Gonna break it. Gonna break it again. I'm going to immediately throw this eggshell away because I don't want it sitting around. Okay, the egg looks and smells fine, so I'm going to dump it in, and I'm going to immediately put the ramekin in the sink because future me will be glad I don't have a destroyed kitchen just for making 2 whole things. Hey, happy 4th of July. I see a bunch of people joining us. Okay. I don't use a garbage bowl, but I have a feeling I need to have a little thing to wipe my hands right here. Okay, let me do that. Kitchen wiping cloth, and it matches my colors. Yay! So I am stirring my mix. I'm going to put the lid back on my oil and put it back in the pantry so that my kitchen is not destroyed by the time I'm done baking all this. I'm just stirring the mix enough to combine. And I do have a lot of people laugh and go, why are you making something from a box mix when you're a cookbook diva and you have hundreds of cookbooks? Because I'm on vacation and I'm in a house where I'm not familiar with where everything is or what was going to be here. Woo! Or if my hat was going to pop off while I was cooking. Hey, thanks for the follow. GDV, yay, nice to see you. I think I saw you in somebody's stream last night. Nice to have you here. Okay, I barely mixed my batter. I'm going to throw a little. Now, you knew the rule of muffins, right? You don't fill it all the way to the top. You got to leave room for it to kind of grow. So each little tin gets just a little heaping couple tablespoons. And then as I get closer to the bottom of the batter bowl, I kind of stir it to get some of the leftover flour mixed in there. Okay, and this is really messy because I'm not taking my time. Not taking my time. So, where are you guys watching from? Hello, Annika. You love the hat. Thank you. So, we have a very special young lady watching us today. Her name is Ella, and she likes watching cooking videos and book videos and pet videos. And she's watching us right now, and she's been sick for a while, but she's been helping her parents because they've been sick too. And I'm so glad that she can watch me today as I'm making cornbread muffins. Woohoo! Now, maybe she can tell me what if her cousins, Bodie and Harper, are going to eat cornbread muffins or if they're going to say, I'll have a no thank you helping. I don't know what they like to eat. I know one thing for sure, they're probably not going to eat my Stars and Stripes pasta salad because it's going to have Southwestern ranch dressing on it that's spicy. Whew. Now I'm going back and giving a little love to the rest of these muffin tins. And while we bake, we're going to do a couple trivia questions before I move on to making my pasta salad. But cold pasta salad tastes better if you can make it the day before and let it sit in the fridge. And then the next day I hit it with about another third or more of a bottle of more dressing. But didn't have time for that, so we're just going to have to go with it. And then I'll have great leftovers tomorrow, I'm betting. Now, I've gotten in the habit, and maybe this is crazy, I like to kind of bang my baking tins on the counter to get bubbles out. And that doesn't work when you're making something that's supposed to have bubbles in it. But I think cornbread is very versatile. It's going to be fine either way. Okay. What is something that you guys add to your cornbread as an extra besides green chiles? Do you add olives? I'm tempted, but I feel like olives are so polarizing. Not everybody likes olives. And some people would be like, yuck, why is there something that looks like a dead black fly in my cornbread? I don't know. So I'm not worried about these little messy parts where I spilled on the edge. It'll bake off and I can just pick up the little pieces and give it to my dogs. Some of these are not as even as the others though, and I don't want to have really tiny cupcakes when they come out. Well, not cupcakes, muffins, you know what I mean. Now I'm going to put this batter bowl in the sink and rinse it and put some soap to soak because I'm doing future me a favor because I'll have a lot of washing up to do because I don't put this batter bowl in the dishwasher. You could, but it takes up so much room that I'd rather have grosser dishes in, like the hamburger greasy plates. So I'll wash this by hand in the sink. I'll soak it. Okay. And then we dry our hands. Okay. The muffins are going to go in the oven. I'm going to set a timer. Let me stop sharing this camera for a second because you don't need to see. There we go. Okay. And the timer is 28 minutes. Okay. Now, you guys, please don't let me forget, because I did a cooking stream before where the timer went off and I was like, yeah, and I ignored it and I burned the food because I was busy chatting with my viewers. That was not good. Okay, I'm going to put my shears away because I don't think I might need them. Okay, let's put the pan back in the pantry with the oil so we're not making a giant mess in the kitchen. And let's work on our pasta salad. Now, unfortunately, this beautiful bowl that I'm going to serve the pasta salad in is not available on Amazon. So I didn't put it in the carousel, but I have to show off how pretty it is. It's melamine, so I really I would have to try hard to break it if I dropped it. And I would never brown. All right. So like I was saying before, pasta salad is very forgiving. You really don't have to worry. And you don't really have to file a recipe. Hey, Eric, happy 4th of July. Here's one of my regulars. Eric, you came just in time to help us with some trivia. This is How Well Do You Know America? Oh, I want to show off my glasses to everyone. Let's do a couple questions before I start working on this pasta salad because we got 28 minutes to kill before the cornbread comes out. Now, Eric has heard some of these questions before. Eric says, I thought you wouldn't be able to stream today. Me too, but thanks to the magic of caffeine and a night's rest, I was able to. I really wanted to stream last night and do Cheers trivia, but the temptation of a sunny porch with a book and a glass of wine was too much for me. And then by the time I'd had the second glass of wine, I was like, I'm relaxed. I should not be streaming right now. So I didn't. Okay, for how well do you know America? Okay. Juicy Lucy is a burger with what inside the meat patty? Is it A, ketchup, B, cheese, C, bacon, or D, salsa? What is a Juicy Lucy? I'll let you guys think about that while I start getting this pasta transferred into a bigger bowl. This is Stars and Stripes, and it's sticking together because I should have rinsed it with cold water when I took it off the stove, so I'm kind of regretting that. So point taken. Listen to Carrie and don't be an idiot like me. Rinse your pasta so it doesn't clump up when you're trying to make your pasta salad. And it's still kind of hot. You definitely want it to cool before you start trying to put dressings on it. Now this is an entire pound of this Stars and Stripes pasta. You know, I'm getting thirsty. I'm going to try this Lacroix Tangerine sparkling water. No sodium, no sugar, thank goodness. 0 calories. I just brushed my teeth, so I might regret this. And I've never tried this. It smells good. I like tangerine. Eric says it's cheese inside the meat. Yes, Eric is so good at trivia. Okay, I might make a face. Yeah, I really wish I hadn't brushed my teeth right now. That's very good tasting, but whew, that's kind of a contrast. Now I'm going to use my left hand to pick up the next trivia card because my right hand is sticky with pasta now. Mark Rothko was renowned for which style of art? Was it A, Surrealism, B, Abstract Expressionism, C, Pop Art, or D, Cubism? Mark Rothko was renowned for which style of art? Surrealism, Abstract Expressionism, Pop Art, or Cubism? Okay, I've got my pasta out. I'm going to immediately add the entire jar of this Hidden Valley Ranch Chipotle. Now, technically, I could make my own ranch dressing today. I don't have time for that because I gotta go see family. I gotta swim, take my dogs to the lake, get their feet wet, etc. So I'm all about shortcuts today. Eric says, I don't know, but I would guess Cubism. I was gonna guess pop art. I would be wrong because it's abstract expressionism. Okay, next up. Well, what does this have to do with America? Okay, what is Matt Damon's middle name? Actor Matt Damon. Is it, sorry, these glasses make it dark. A, Page, B, Parker, C, Paget, or D, Peter? What is Matt Damon's middle name? Something I never thought I was going to need to know. I love how these dressings are very easy to get into when you're home alone, but if you're having a dinner party or you're on camera, it's hard to open the stupid paper. And something I want to mention, salad dressings often expire faster than I think they did. Eric says, I don't know, but I would guess Parker. Matt Damon. His middle name is actually Page. Well, by Matt Page Damon, I had no idea. That is shocking. What is the earliest date on the year in which a presidential election can take place? Is it A, November 3, B, November 4, C, November 2, or D, November 1? The earliest date an election can take place, or presidential, excuse me. All right, I'm dumping these in. So like I was saying, check the dates on your salad dressing, because for example, I just arrived at my vacation house. I'm not sure when I bought this dressing. I can't remember. So I had to check the date, and it's good until February 2023. Good, okay. I'm gonna put this in the sink to rinse. Actually, I'm gonna throw it away because the town I'm in doesn't recycle, unfortunately. Never mind. Ugh. It is so remote that they don't even bother. So what is the earliest date in the year in which a presidential election can take place? November 3, November 4, November 2, or November 1? Now, I lost my spoon because I buried it. I gotta get another spoon for the pasta. Okay. So one thing I'm regretting is when I went to the store yesterday, I knew I was making this pasta. So I got tomatoes and I got cucumber, but I don't know if I'm going to cut up the cucumber. That doesn't seem very Southwest. But I didn't get any fresh green herbs. And the only herb I have growing at this house is lavender, and I'm really not going to dump lavender. By the way, our trivia answer is November 2. Next question. How many grooves are there around the edge of a quarter? Have you ever counted them? I wonder if Ella has. Is it A, 129, B, 119, C, 109, or D, 139? And my hat is popping off. But why November 2? Because it's before Veterans Day? I don't know, Eric. Do you know the answer to that? I'm switching my headband to the one with smiley faces. And I think these glasses are going to have to wait a second because it's hard to read the trivia. Eric says 139. Any other guesses? How many grooves are there around the edge of a quarter? 129, 119, 109, 139. Ella is guessing 139. Well, it is 119. Well, I don't know. Let's do another. Ugh, it was a sports question. Which themed restaurant chain was founded by entrepreneur Steven Schussler? Was it A, Rainforest Cafe, B, Planet Hollywood, C, Hard Rock Cafe, or D, Fashion Cafe? Now, I am going to add something to this salad. Notice that you can no longer tell that I used to have some red star pasta shapes in here, because now everything's kind of this creamy orange color. Too bad. So if I had used a clear salad dressing, this one's still kind of, it's got so much stuff in it, it's not really clear anyway. It would still obscure it, but some of the red might have showed through. That's okay, I'm gonna add red by adding some tomatoes. Now, last time I did this stream, oh, I just lost my cutting board. Where did I put it? Here it is. Last time I did this stream, my friend Chef Anne-Marie, who is a chef, came and saw me cutting something, and she was horrified. First, that my knife was so unsharpened already. Well, you know what? Guests at my lake house have been putting these knives in the dishwasher. That is a no-no. We never put knives in the dishwasher. First of all, you can reach in later and cut your hand. Second of all, it ruins the edge. It makes it less sharp, so always wash them by hand. So, Chef was looking at the way I cut things, not necessarily tomatoes, but like cucumbers. She was like, you have no knife skills. I need to come on your channel and teach a class on knife skills. I said, please do, because then we can share what everybody likes to use as their favorite knives. So, and you can get great knife deals on Amazon on Prime Day coming up on the 12th and 13th. I won't be talking about them on my streams, but I'm sure plenty of Amazon live streamers are going to be doing that. Because knives are an investment in your future dinner parties and your future cooking adventures. Definitely worth paying the money for good knives. These are not good knives because I knew I was leaving them in a house that people borrow and don't take good care of my stuff, so I bought cheap knives. Yay! Now, one thing I wanted to tell you about before, oops, you can't see the pretty salad. Before I forget, Chef Anne-Marie is going to be a guest on my show in a couple weeks, and you'll see me announcing it here on Amazon. Be sure to click follow so you can notify yourself about our streams. She's going to teach us how to feed a community in a hurry during a disaster. So I'm in a vacation town that often catches on fire in the summer, unfortunately, and we have to feed firefighters that are hungry and collapsing and exhausted. We join the Red Cross and volunteer. Annika has volunteered with me before. We shelter people, and the churches come in and feed a whole bunch of people on short notice, and sometimes it's hard to even get to the grocery store because of the fires. So Chef Anne-Marie is going to teach us how would you suddenly, on 3 hours notice, feed 80 people a meal. Economically, safely, and respecting that there's other cultures and traditions, and making sure you have something for vegetarians or people who can't eat pork or people who can't eat beef, etc. It's going to be a great, great class. It'll be here on Amazon Live, here at Cookbook Divas. Okay. The themed restaurant chain that was founded by Steven Schussler was Rainforest Cafe. Let's do another trivia while I chop up some more tomatoes. As of 2016, when this deck was written, How many primary interstate highways are there in the continental United States? Are there A, 60, B, 68, C, 64, or D, 72? How many primary interstate highways are there in the continental United States? Now I'm going to open up this jar of Napoleon marinated artichokes because I like to add something a little bit pickled to my pasta salads to make it fun. And I want to ask you guys some advice about what type of cheese I should throw on top. I'm not going to do feta because this isn't a Greek or Mediterranean style salad. Feta is too salty. I have taco cheese. I'm thinking that's probably not appropriate. Let's see what I have, but let's talk about these artichokes. I leave them in big chunks in my pasta salad so that people that don't care for them or people that find them hard to chew because they can be kind of woody can just easily spoon them out. And then the polite thing to do would just be move it to the side of your plate. Don't make a face or be like, oh, I hate artichokes. But I like to throw these in because most people I feel like do like them. Uh-oh, here's where I get to, okay. Yep, let's put some of these in here, and they come in a really oily sauce or whatever, so I'm gonna have to go wash my fingers. So we're trying to figure out how many highways are in the US. I'll stir these in later, and the oil that's accidentally dripping off of these into the pasta salad will just help make it moister, so that's good actually. So for a pound of pasta, I'm gonna use about half a jar. Now the other thing I've made a conscious decision to add are these sliced black pearls, but not everybody likes them. So that's kind of making less people want to eat my pasta salad. That's fine, because that means more for me. Wash my hands. Woo! Okay. We have 14 minutes left on the muffins. I'm not going to open up the oven door to look at them because that'll let the heat out and make it harder for them to cook evenly. So I'm going to leave it alone, even though it's very tempting to look. And I don't want to just turn the oven door light on and peek through the door or through the glass. Now, what do we do when we open our can of olives? We drain it. It comes in this really salty brine. And frankly, if this was World War II or if our inflation gets worse, I would have to be saving this brine to use in cooking elsewhere for flavor. But right now I'm able to just put it down. The answer to the number of highways was B, 68. Next up, I'll give you something to think about. Which artist's New York studio was called The Factory? Annika knows this one. Was it A, Jackson Pollock, B, Andy Warhol, C, Mark Rothko, or D, Roy Lichtenstein? Woo! Which artist's New York studio was called The Factory? Jackson Pollock, Andy Warhol, Mark Rothko, or Roy Lichtenstein? Okay, I'm gonna dump this entire can of olives after I taste one to make sure it's delicious. Speaking of tasting stuff, now you see how that really made it start looking southwest? And you kind of can't see the shape of the pasta anymore. Actually, I can. I can tell that that's a star, so that's still fun to eat. Good. It just kind of looks like a hot mess with all that black stuff in there. And I'm gonna make it even worse because I'm gonna add a can of black beans. Woo! So I'm a lifelong vegetarian, and I have to be very careful to get enough protein to eat every day. So I eat beans almost every day. Imagine what it's like for my boyfriend to have to live with me. I know, right? Sorry. So sometimes I like to add either green peas. Ooh, I just turned off that camera. I like to add green peas and corn to my pasta salad. So I'm very sad that I got here and I don't have any. Oh, I don't have a can of canned corn, but I do have canned corn or frozen corn. So if I cook the frozen corn first, which I think I have time to do, I could add it to the salad. What do you think? Should I do it? Do you guys like corn in your pasta salad? Because you might be eating some of this, Annika, because I might forcibly drop it off on your doorstep and run. Well, when we're cooking for sick people, we need to cook things they actually like to eat, not just foist off or weird recipes on them. I know. I'm going to rinse this can and recycle it back home in Seattle, because Seattle still recycles, but the tiny little town that I'm in really doesn't, which is very unfortunate. I'm trying to clean as I go, so I'm not trying to walk away from you guys and ignore you. Annika is right. Andy Warhol, woohoo! All right, I'll add corn to your pasta salad. Okay, garbage. You know, I should have learned from Rachel Ray and kept a garbage bowl next to the counter. Okay. Next up. You were so right. Eric, are you still here with us? You're my trivia fan. As of 2016, when this deck was written, what is the hottest temperature ever recorded in Florida? Was it 113, 115, 109, or 111? Hottest temperature ever recorded in Florida. Now, I need some more tomatoes in this pasta salad, but I'm going to go drain my black beans, and I'm considering not adding the entire can because I don't want this to be a bean salad. I still want it to be primarily pasta. Let me think about this. I just turned it upside down in the sink because the can drains kind of slowly. Now that I've opened my marinated artichokes, I got to put them in the fridge. Okay. So of all the cheeses I have in the house, I'm thinking Mexican style blend is the best to put on a spicy chipotle salad with lots of beans and olives. I don't want to use feta, and I think just shredded cheddar would be a little too weird. This is Monterey Jack, mild cheddar, queso quesadilla, and asadero cheeses. A little more authentic, so I'm going to dump this on top, and I still don't have enough tomatoes in here. So Annika is guessing that the hottest temperature ever recorded in Florida is 113. My guess was going to be 115 because it was very close to 115 here in Washington State last summer. The hottest temperature was actually 109. Wow. Now we got another one. As of 2016, what was the hottest temperature ever recorded in Alaska? Was it 98, 99, 100, or 101? Annika says, that's true. Kids love cheese that familiar. Yes. And I don't want to add too much cheese, and I'm going to be stirring it in. And the cheese, unfortunately, will soak up some of the moisture that you need for the pasta, but that's okay. That's why I wish this could have sat overnight. I'm going to immediately put this away in the fridge and put this away in the trash so that later I'm not cursing myself for having a messy kitchen. Now, something I want to mention. I have a bunch of avocados here ready to go. I'm not going to put avocados in pasta salad. That's too much mush, and they turn brown. Nope, I'm going to save those for a taco salad some other day. You guys, I wish you could smell how good it's smelling in here with those cornbread muffins baking. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And I think my house guest, the birthday girl, Shona, is going to show up in about half an hour. And she's going to open the door and she's going to smell a few things. One of it is smelly dogs. The other is freshly baked cornbread. And the other I wanted to chat with you about are the candles that I burn at this lake house. Now, it's not a beach house because we're not near an ocean or beach, but I really like to scent this house with fresh, clean smelling candles. Fresh Air and Sea Salt. This is by Patty Wax. I put it down in my carousel if you want to check it out. Fresh Air and Sea Salt. It's not overpowering, it's just refreshing. I especially burn it in the guest bathrooms here at the house. But of course, you don't want to burn it out of sight. You want to know that it's burning, be able to keep an eye on it. And I'm not in the bathroom all day, although I might be after I eat the salad. Just kidding. Just kidding. And you, of course, don't want to burn it within reach of kids or dogs. But I wanted to show you these two cute candles too. They're adorable. They're Travel Tins by Illuminae. This one is Salt Cavern, and it's very refreshing. There's a little note of lily, but it's not like the kind of powdery grandma hits you in the face lily. It's more like water lily. They call this their marine tin, and it is soy wax. And the other one they have is Baltic Beach. And this one has a little, it has a little grapefruit and maybe like, what's a nectarine maybe? Oh, so refreshing. Ha ha, I know, Annika. So Annika's guess, the hottest temperature in Alaska, she guessed 99. Apparently it was 100. Wow. Okay. I'm still working on my salad. I'm about to add my black beans to it. And I discovered something on the counter. Fritos, I forgot I had those. Okay, I'm not going to eat Fritos on camera, but I am going to eat Firework Oreos on camera while my beans are draining. Have you guys tried these? They have Pop Rocks popping candy in them. And I think it's at the beginning of my carousel. Oh, I went past it. Sorry if I made you dizzy. So it's just a regular Oreo. Tastes good. Doesn't have a flag on it, unfortunately. Just a regular Oreo design. But I don't know if my camera's going to catch this. Oh, it is. Red, white, and blue popping candy. Now, how do we eat Oreos? Do we eat the black one first, or do we scrape the white with our teeth? I can't wait to hear what you guys say, because I bet we're all in agreement the right way to eat them. Annika says, love to take those candles when we travel. Makes a hotel room smell so good. Yes, definitely. Okay, let's get the beans on the salad. Woo! Yikes. I'm going to add just a little bit and see how it looks and what I think. Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to add more. It's just, I don't want to turn the salad completely black when it's so nice and pretty and orange. Okay. Woo! I just spilled. So this is black beans. We don't use pinto for whatever reason. I don't know. It's just, we just don't. Okay. Oh, I love that I spilled on my camera that's pointing down onto the bowl. That's nice. Okay. I have clean hands. I'm just going to toss this back into the salad and mess up my hands, and I will wipe that later. Okay. And you want to stir, 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 but gently so you're not bruising your pasta shapes. And I see I have some pasta on the side that didn't get hit with the dressing, so I got to stir better. Now, some people would say you need to salt and pepper your pasta salad. I'm thinking no, because the salad dressing will have lots and lots of salt in it, and probably pepper. Yeah, I can't see any reason to salt and pepper it. Nope. Okay, we got 3 minutes left on our cornbread. Ella says she doesn't like the white stuff. She's only 8. Well, if you don't eat the white stuff, how are you going to get the Pop Rocks in your mouth? And I'm going to bend over, and after I eat this, I'm going to put my mouth over the microphone and see if you can hear the popping. That's kind of tacky, but I think you guys can get a good laugh out of it. We got 15 people watching. Be sure to drop me a note in the comments where you're watching from. If you like cooking streams, cookbooks, trivia, toys, and especially books, be sure to hit the follow button so you'll be notified when I stream live again. Woo! Okay. These sneak up on you because you can eat the white stuff and then you're sitting there, forgot you took a bite, and it starts popping in your crowns. I don't know if you can hear the popping. I don't want to gross anybody out. Okay, I gotta finish. Now, I think I want to add corn to this. So I'm gonna get out a little saucepan, put just that much water in it, and cook some frozen corn if I can find stuff. We have a little intermission while I dig around in the freezer. So I'm gonna ask you a trivia question. Woo! That one was about a cocktail. We don't need to talk about that on a family-friendly. Did you hear the popping? Annika says, totally want to see Pop Rocks. Ella had never seen or heard them. They're popping in my crowns. I think this is not going to be a good combo with Tangerine Lacroix. Nope, that's terrible. What was Ronald Reagan's favorite candy? Ah, it's still popping. I think the sparkling water just exacerbated the popping, and there's like a war going on in my mouth right now. Was Ronald Reagan's favorite candy A, jelly beans, B, Snickers, C, M&Ms, or D, Hershey bars? Okay. Corn. Oh, you guys. I have Steam Fresh, but I'm afraid it came sauced in butter, and I don't want to put a bunch of butter in my pasta salad. So I'm going to look, again, for different corn. Yep. Okay, I'm going to cook this, and then I'm going to drain it in a colander to get the butter off of it, and then I'll put it on my pasta salad and see what happens. Ella guesses jelly beans. Ella, you are right. Woo! Ronald Reagan's favorite candy was jelly beans. Pardon me while I rudely turn my back on you. We go throw this. We don't need to look at my pasta salad at this moment. Okay. So I am looking forward to cooking this weekend because at my other house, we're under construction and I haven't had a kitchen for a year or more because we had a flood and mold and blah, blah, blah. So I'm so delighted to have a kitchen again and cook. But it's a little tricky for me because it's an open format kitchen and I like privacy and to shut a door when I cook and I want people to leave me alone. So I'm cooking this morning because no one's here yet and I have the whole house to myself to live stream and cook. Woo! Okay. Oh no. Woo! Okay. So I don't know if you guys saw what I just did. These are a little browner than I would have liked. So next time I'll take them out after about 25 minutes instead of 28. Plus I talked about 30 seconds after I heard the alarm go off. Okay. And when those cool down, I will eat them. And I'll show you the kind of honey butter I'm going to put on them. Now, I just did something stupid. I had a bag of steam fresh corn and I was talking about how it's drenched in butter. I opened it up before I put it in the microwave. Don't be like me and don't do that. You're supposed to leave it closed. Not sure what's going to happen in the microwave. So we do want to cook our corn before we put it in. If it's frozen, if it's in the can, it's already been cooked, so you can just drain the can and throw it on top. So I'm really kicking myself for not having canned corn in the house. Because if I had, I might have added it to my cornbread, along with some diced chiles or onions. Not onions, olives. I would never add onions to cornbread. Oh, no. Which NFL quarterback was known as the comeback kid? Okay, sports fans, I'm counting on you. Was it A, Joe Montana, B, John Elway, C, Dan Marino, or D, Troy Aikman? Which NFL quarterback was known as the comeback kid? Was it A, Joe Montana, B, John Elway, C, Dan Marino, or D, Troy Aikman? I actually don't know the answer to this. Now, check out the cute retro hot pads that I used to get these out of the oven. There, they're mid-century 50s atomic style. And since I have a lot of teal and gray and pops of orange and yellow, they are perfect in my kitchen, and I used 2 of them to get the cornbread out. Okay. No. I'll cook. Okay. I think I may have messed up the corn. It's taking longer to cook because I stupidly opened the bag before I microwaved it, and I might have to clean the microwave. And, oh, Anita Lee, I'm so sorry I missed your comment over on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. Okay. Let's see if I can get a cornbread muffin out. I really wish I had taken them out. I'm sure it's not going to taste burned. It's just a little too golden for my preference. Annika says, Joe Montana. Shane knew that one. Hi, Shane. I hope you're feeling better. I would not have known Joe Montana. So let me show you how my pasta salad, it's not lit very well, so it kind of looks like a hot mess of gloop in a bowl, but I promise it's going to taste good. I just don't really have enough lights pointing on it to make it look. See, it looks better on my better camera light. But I don't have enough tomatoes. I only cut up about 5 or 6. And I don't want to just put these in by themselves without cutting them, because someone could bite in and like get a spirit all over their shirt. What if they were wearing white? That's rude. The kitchen mitt reminds us of the Jetsons cartoon. Love them. Yes. So at some point this week, everybody that's watching, I want to invite you to come back in the evenings, because we're going to be doing, depending on if Shona comes and makes me drink a margarita, Amazon would like us to talk about drinking in moderation, 1 drink a day. So that's what we're going to stick to. We're going to be doing Friends trivia and opening little Friends vinyl collectible surprise boxes. We're going to be doing Cheers trivia. We're going to be playing Disney trivia. And then super late at night, if we can't sleep, I'm going to get up and make tea. And we're going to have table talk conversations using table talk topics decks of cards. We only talk about happy stuff. We don't talk about religion or politics. But it's thought-provoking questions, and we get to know each other, the people in the audience and myself, by chatting late at night with these questions. And some of them are as easy as, you know, what did you want to be when you were a kid? That's kind of boring, but you never know. Okay, so cornbread, we use butter or honey butter. Let me see if I have any honey in the cupboard here. Probably not. Oh, I do. Oh, yes. Yes. Now I want to show you guys this cute butter dish that I use to keep my butter in. It's not in our carousel here right now. Oops, but it's by Swiss, and I just highlighted the company. Annika says, table talk cards are so great for a dinner party. Yes, especially when you have introverts that are shy or people that don't know each other. You can whip out a card and read it. So this is my butter dish. It's by Swiss. It also comes in blue or teal. I decided to go for a pop of yellow. And I'm going to cut my muffin open, put a lot of butter on there, as you do, and then just a smidge of honey. I don't need a lot of honey because I just had a sugary Oreo. Ugh. Okay. And there you have it. Oh, thank goodness it's moist. I was scared. Okay. If it wasn't moist, I would tell you guys, and I'm sorry to talk with my mouth full. Awesome. So those of you that just joined us, even though I have thousands of cookbooks, I'm on a busy schedule today, and so I cheated and used the Stonewall Kitchen mix. Yay, and there it is. It just needed a cup of milk, an egg, a little bit of vegetable oil, and we're done. But I would probably bake it 2 minutes less than the box says, maybe 3. Okay. What else have we not covered? We did the pasta salad. I'm going to add a lot more tomatoes to it. Not this entire container, but probably half of it more. Then I'm going to tightly cover it with plastic wrap, let it sit in the fridge today until I have to take it over somewhere later for our celebrations. And how long have I been streaming for? Nope, I got to stream for 7 more minutes or Amazon will kick my butt. So let me show you some more stuff. I'm going to put on my twinkly headband again. 7 more minutes of trivia. Okay. I'd love to hear from some other people besides awesome Annika and Ella, where you're watching from, what you're doing for 4th of July. I'm actually going to stay home and watch Stranger Things and cuddle my dogs tonight because they're on tranquilizers, but they're going to hear fireworks and get very, very scared. So I have a nice quiet night in, which I love. All right. I think I'm going to attempt to drain this corn into another colander. Oh, I can just reuse the same one. That way I have less dishes to watch. I'm going to do it over the sink in case this is leaking butter. It's not. Okay. Oh, perfect. It's not covered in butter. It does smell like it's not too seasoned. Good. Here we go. Let me turn this other camera. Here we go. I think I don't want to use the whole bag, so I'll add that much. I'm going to stir this really good, and I probably shouldn't have put hot corn on the pasta salad. I should have cooled it off first, and then I'll keep this one for my lunch. Okay. What are you guys all looking forward to eating for 4th of July? I'd love to know. I'm going to grab this trivia question. I'm going to grab another one. In which state can you find the longest cave system in the world? Is it A, Kentucky, B, New Mexico, C, Texas, or D, Arizona? Now, are you guys curious to see what my kitchen live stream setup looks like? I have some other live streamers watching and that might be curious. I know I love seeing Nikki's live stream in her kitchen and taking a look at how she sets up. HT, oh my gosh, you're here. Yay, one of my awesome regulars, HT, I'm glad you could make it. Happy 4th of July. Are you an American? I'm not sure, but happy 4th of July anyway. I just made cornbread muffins and I just made a giant Southwestern pasta salad that I need to stir because right now it looks like a yellow hot mess. Ella guessed New Mexico. I stupidly lost my trivia card. Yes. In which state, HT, can you find the longest cave system in the world? Is it A, Kentucky, B, New Mexico, C, Texas, or D, Arizona? HT says, same to you. The longest cave system in the world, otherwise known as a place Carrie from Cookbook Divas will never go because I don't like bats. We have bats up here in the Washington State town that I'm vacationing in, and they come out at night about 7 or 8 to eat insects off the lake. I will be nowhere near the lake when that happens. HT is in Arizona. Oh, guessing Arizona. Apparently the answer is Kentucky, the longest cave system in the world. HT, I was going to guess Arizona too because I did go have to tour some Arizona caves when I was a kid. My dad made us go look at them and they were scared. But if you like caves, yeah. I have sticky honey on my hand. Whoops. Okay. Okay. And I have a big kitchen and I have to turn my back to wash my hands. Sorry about that. All right, HT, what are you looking forward to eating today? I have a confession for you guys. I'm eating potato salad today. Let me show it to you. I was hoping that my favorite aunt made me her awesome pasta salad or potato salad that I love, but just in case she didn't, I'm covered. I at least have research. Better than nothing. Okay. HT, I was telling everybody before you got here that this week, if I haven't had too much margaritas with my friend, I'm hoping, not promising, but hoping to host some trivia based on Friends and Disney and Cheers, the TV show. And I brought a whole bunch of trivia decks with me and table topics. We're going to do lots and lots of chatting this week because it's too hot to be outside. All right. 2 more minutes. All right. Couple more trivia questions. The preferred name of which U.S. public holiday was originally called Decoration Day? Was it A, Memorial Day, B, Inauguration Day, C, Labor Day, or D, Veterans Day? The preferred name of which U.S. public holiday used to be called Decoration Day? Was it Memorial Day, Inauguration Day, Labor Day, or Veterans Day? I bet you guys know this one. So, Annika says, I'm hoping for that same potato salad. Also, we're going to have some amazing fresh corn. Oh, nice. I need to stop and get some fresh cherries because I'm in a town where they have just picked the cherries and they're so amazingly good and they have multiple varieties. And I forgot to pick some up and I don't like getting it at the grocery store because it might be from somewhere else. It might not be from the city. So I have to go to a farm stand to get my cherries. So the original name of a holiday was Decoration Day, and now we call it Memorial Day, which we just celebrated last month. Here's our final trivia question of the day. HT says, that looks so good. I'm glad you think so, because it looks kind of like a hot mess in this lighting, and I need to stir to get the black olives to show, and the black beans, and there's too much corn on top. And I'm gonna add way more tomatoes to give a pop of color. And then I need to think of something green to add to it. It's a Southwest salad, so basil's not appropriate. That's for Italian. I don't want to add cilantro because so many people don't care for the flavor. Maybe some green onions. I'll go to the store and chop up some green, just a little bit, and put it on there. It's not chives. Annika says, did you know cherries are poisonous to dogs? I just learned that. I didn't know. HT, Carrie, you're freezing a lot? No, I'm usually hot. What do you mean? I'm usually having hot flashes. Do you mean I should freeze cherries? Yes, I should. Oh, I didn't know cherries are poisonous to dogs. Is it because of the pit? Is the poisonous part? Because I know grapes are very deadly to dogs. Don't let dogs have any access to your grapes or raisins. In which year did the state of Arizona join the American Union? This is our last trivia question for today. Did Arizona join in 1910, 1912, 1914, or 1916? Anybody know? I do not. I'm going to start cleaning up my mess. Here's my trivia box. It is by Ridley's Games Room, or Ripley. Ridley or Ripley? Uh-oh. Might be one of the other companies. Yeah, doesn't say. Anyway, it is called Games Room. How well do you know America? We did pretty good today. We only guessed wrong. 1914? Oh, you're so close. It was 1912. Good guess, though. Annika got it, 1914. And I know that you guys don't Google it to cheat, and I appreciate that. You did it with your brains. Woo! All right, well, I'm going to sign off because this is making me a little hot, and I'm going to go sit in front of the air conditioner, and I'm going to sip the thing I forgot to show you, the last item in my carousel. There's a beautiful pitcher that I used for iced tea, and I think it's by, oh, Caspari. They usually make napkins. I have some peach iced tea in here, and it's not sweet tea. Look how the handle is one kind of green and the rest is aqua or teal. Tanya from NYC. Oh, you just missed the live stream. You'll have to watch it on replay. Yay, Tanya, glad to have you here. I just made Stonewall Kitchen cornbread muffins. I bet it's going to be a poppin' night in New York City tonight with celebrations and fireworks. I also made a Southwest pasta salad, and I'm looking forward to eating it. Oh, and for those of you that were not here, yes, it was 1914. I wanted to show you my leftover dishes. Oh, that's okay, Tanya. I'm going to have some leftover pasta salad because this is massive and not everyone's going to like it. So I'm going to store it in my Calypso Basics. It's kind of like Tupperware, but Tupperware is a brand name. They have a little twist lid you can turn on the top to keep the air out. And they are stackable and they come in 3 sizes. So that is a little nicer than just shoving them in a plastic clad container or something that's temporary. Now I think I covered everything in the carousel. Be sure to click through and explore. If you haven't hit follow yet, please do if you can handle this amount of craziness every week or every day. Final thing I wanted to show you, my M&M's red, white, and blue. You can still use it for Veterans Day or enjoy it all summer. This is my Swiss candy dish, but imagine that you could also use it for salsa and a crudités, put some veggies in there, put a dip in the middle. All of the little dishes come out. You get navy blue, French blue, which I'll turn so you can see it. You get orange, a bright sunny yellow, and a lighter blue and a teal. Yeah, oh, Fab, you're here too. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to see you. This is my candy dish from Swiss, and it's actually oven safe, and you could microwave it if you want to. It's dishwasher safe. I'm glad I caught your live today. I've been missing you too. Oh, yay. Tanya says my grandparents had one of those years ago. Well, Fab, I was just telling people I'm hoping to have the energy to do trivia this week. Disney trivia. It's going to be at night, though. Right now, it's 12 on the West Coast, so 3 on the East Coast. Oh, hi, Roy. Nice to hear from you. Not sure what the P means, but hello. It's over on YouTube. And I made cornbread muffins, which if we don't eat them today on 4th of July, they're going to be awesome with coffee and tea at breakfast tomorrow. And I made the Southwest pasta salad that kind of looks unappetizing on this particular camera, but once I get a whole bunch of red tomatoes on the top, it's going to look better, and some green onions. It's going to look so fresh. It does smell amazing. Yes. So I've got to go, and thank you so much for joining my stream. Thanks for hitting follow, and I'll see you next time I live stream, or I'll see you in some other live streamer streams. Don't forget, Prime Day is the 12th and 13th, and most of us are going to be streaming 24/7 until we collapse. Bye. Happy 4th of July.